I'm Ashley Victoria Robinson.
And I'm Jay Washington.
And we're here to review Black Lightning Season 2, Episode 16, the Season 2 finale, The Book of Apocalypse, Chapter 2, The Omega. If you haven't seen this episode, you might want to come back later because there will be spoilers. Black Lightning will need the help of Thunder and Lightning when Tobias Whale blacks out all of Freeland. Jay Washington.
Ashley Robinson.
Can you believe we made it to the end of all of these names, all season long, and I'm still alive?
Look, at some point I was like, she's just gonna give up. Like, look, this is season 2, episode 14. Figure out the name for your damn self. It's gonna be spoiled.
I just need a cup of coffee in between.
But it's a wrap up to what's been an amazing season.
Mm-hmm.
The names, even though they're long title names for each episode, they work.
They're very evocative.
And they work. They fit with the episode. They give you the theme of it. And I just don't think you need to go any longer with the names. I don't think. Just no. So for your sake, no.
Please, I'll die.
But I just loved what it kicks off with, showing Gambit still with the after effects of trying to help Jen.
And he is wearing Chase's Fistigons from Marvel's Runaways. Same hair, same nose.
With the black jacket.
Yeah.
With the black jacket, everything.
I thought it was evocative of your question when you said, what does he care about Jen in the suit? As he's running out, and we didn't have a chance to figure it out because she fried him real good.
I mean, he was like, but the gloves were made to control Jefferson.
Uh-huh.
Jefferson Jefferson doesn't generate electricity.
He just is a conduit.
He's a conduit. Jennifer generates it.
I think we can unequivocally say that Jen is the most powerful member of this family.
Yes. And I think Jefferson knows it too.
Uh-huh. Which is scary because she's the youngest, the least experienced, the most emotionally wild, everything like that. We hard cut away from this scene to Tobias, who immediately references the LA riots. And as a person who lives in LA and a white person, I'm deeply uncomfortable immediately. And this is sort of a theme that carries throughout the rest of the episode when Freeland itself sort of falls into rioting.
And it goes to something we see later on when Anissa and Jennifer are talking. They're watching on the monitors what's happening. And Jen is talking about how people are reacting. And, I mean, Anissa's talking about that. And Jen is like, what if you do and tear down your own community? What does that help? Which is the truth. And then showing the dude who had a TV or something, I was like, thank you.
I thought including this conversation was really good and really important, and it even goes to more current events like things like Ferguson, because the conversation about, well, what are you doing destroying your own neighborhood, like that's the kind of rhetoric that comes out of big events.
Absolutely.
Like that over and over again from pundits, and this is Black Lightning, and we've said this repeatedly, just looking this kind of social issue in the face and making it a part of their story. And I like it for Anissa when at the end of the episode, when we're sort of doing our little narrative wrap-up, you see that Thunder's the one in the streets, putting out the fires, making sure everybody's safe, and helping to put the city back together again. Well,
she's believed in keeping Freeland safe and keeping it in order because she knew it was slowly falling apart.
Yeah.
And instead of trying to do it in the shadows and do it in the cover of night, she'll walk down the streets, doing a thunderclap. And, because that normally you hear thunderclap in Atlanta Light, that means something else at Magic City. Swear to God it does. But you see her putting out fires with a thunderclap and trying to do everything she can. And it's good to see that because she hasn't changed her mission.
Yeah, and we saw her a lot this season kind of battling with the Blackbird persona. So to see her fully embracing Thunder and what she can be as an icon in Freeland is really cool because she's a lot less conspicuous than Black Lightning walking down the street trying to do the same thing.
You see a 6'5" black dude with an Eddie Munster hairline all of a sudden just walking down the street electrocuting people. And somebody like, yo, you see the 6'5" black dude? He got the same hairline like that 6'5" black person.
No, he's a history teacher now, Jay.
I'm sorry, history teacher. Yeah, my bad. He used to be the principal. They fired his ass almost, but you see, just don't never get that. Also, we get Tobias talking to Tori again.
I love it. Tori, honestly, has become a more important character in her death than she ever was
in life. And the fact that Cutter accepts it.
I love it.
Because she's just like, I love him, I think, but he's crazy.
I love him as much as I can, as one sociopath to
another.
I'm comfortable.
No, that's a psychopath.
Loving. What's the difference? Don't tell me.
I don't know either. So
I want to talk about the first fight in this show, which is Lynn beating the ever-loving shit out of Dr. Jace in a very satisfying scene.
Christine Adams, you go girl. Quote my Martin Lawrence, you go, girl. I mean, she was beating the dog shit out.
I didn't know I needed it. I love it.
And then you got it.
And it was everything I wanted. Everything 10 out of 10. More Lady Doctor fights, please.
But then after the fight, when Black Lightning is there and he's about to try to stop her from whooping ass, he's like,
And from an acting standpoint, I love that. I thought Crest gave a great performance of having to like pull himself back. Like it was fun. And when Lynn's like, well, Black Lightning, you can't trust her.
Oh, but wait, it gets better because Dr. Jace tries to negotiate to not get turned over to the ASA. And Black Lightning says, look, you just tried to John Wilkes Booth me.
As if I wrote that down.
I have it here. You tried to John Wilkes Booth me. And it's like, I love the fact that we'll bring historical quotes and references in this show. Things that make you think. You know, it's a superhero show and you have fun with it, but you got to think as well with this one.
Well, it's kind of like the quote off that Jefferson and Lala had a couple episodes ago, where it's like, that's something that we don't get in a lot of these shows. And to have it in Black Lightning is really amazing. And then to have Henderson Purpwalk, Dr. Jace, in his only appearance in this episode.
In the finale.
Was awesome.
I mean, police, look, you had the police come to the station, take everything, and that was great. And then guess what? That led to the return of Black Nightcrawler.
Yay! He's so handsome! I love him!
So I found out this character's name is Instant. And to see him in the way his teleportation graphics are amazing.
His little BAMF sound effect, too, I thought was really great.
It works.
Which is funny because there's another teleporter on The Flash, and I can't remember her name because I don't care, and her effect is not as cool.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and they just
Peekaboo.
Peekaboo, yeah, they just brought her back this season.
Yeah, Peekaboo.
So, we stand a great teleporter. I have Nightcrawler on my shirt right here.
I like it how you put.
The reason I bought this shirt is because he's my favorite ex-person. We also learned, well, we don't learn, but we knew that he was working with the Markovians. The pod kids are being moved because the Markovians are coming in a big bad way.
We didn't know he was working until you had mentioned it to Jace. He was like, the Markovians want you. And you're like, oh, so that's the person he took the phone call from.
Yes,
when he was in Texas.
Like, not an Atlanta bar.
Not an Atlanta bar. No.
I thought Black Lightning floating above Freeland as all the power went out was a really beautiful shot. I know it was just him on a green screen, but I thought it really worked. And I like his little Iron Man. Anytime we get to see him flying around, I'm always here for it.
I just want to know, I see him floating, so every time we see Black Lightning fly or float, he's vertical.
Yes.
It's like...
He's got abs of steel.
It's like, can he only do that? He can't go... Like, he can't go horizontal and fly?
He's like, I've never done a plank in my life. I'm not going to try now.
I'm not going to try to do this. Gamby, you didn't teach me to balance. Gamby, the suit, it's too heavy. I thought that was a good question.
He needs a couple like extra.
But what it does lead to is a great fight.
Yes!
With the Masters of Disaster and Black Lightning and Thunder. And it becomes, for a minute, it's 4-on-2. And they handling it.
Shout out to the fight choreographers, the stunt team, everyone who worked on this. It was fun to see Black Lightning and Thunder holding their own, but then it's equally as fun to cut back to it and watch them kind of being overpowered and how they get out of that and the sort of stronger together motif.
But you need to have that.
Absolutely you do.
Because you can't have superheroes always being on top.
Wouldn't it be great if they just walked in and were like, just bitch slapped everyone and then walked over to Tobias's house and fought him for a while?
Excuse me, you bother me. Excuse me. You're on the way. Bye.
Thanks. I will say I really liked the way they dressed the Masters of Disaster. It wasn't a complete costume, but like New Wave had like a blue coat on. Like it recalled their power. So you were like, oh right, she's the ice girl. Okay, got it.
Yeah, and then Shakedown, he just wears whatever you want to find at all black thrift store.
He's an ex-goth kid. I love it.
Shouts out to Hosea Chanchez.
He's great. I like him a lot.
When you see Heatstroke, he's dressed like a fireman almost. You know, and what's the other one? Cold something?
New Wave, Cold Stone? Cold Stone Creamery.
You ever walked to a Cold Stone? They will scare the hell out of you if you ain't paying no attention. It's like, welcome to Cold Stone. You be like, whoa, hold on, I'm not trying to steal shit. I just want to scoop with some chocolate chip, fam. Calm down. Cold Snap is his name.
Cold Snap. Ben and Jerry's.
But it's good to see how they have them dressing normally, but it amplifies, like you said, it shows what they can do.
Yeah.
Without going above and beyond. And
also smart from a budgeting standpoint.
Oh, let me tell you something. How quick that shopping was. It was like, you got an idea. Hey, what if she just wore an overcoat that looks like water? Okay, what about the heat stroke dude?
Or put him in some like flood pants that kind of look like fireman pants with some boots.
And a jacket that look like a jacket, but it's really from the Dickies store. Let's get that. What we gonna put Cold Snap in? Yo, anybody see that bright Levi denim jacket with the fur hood? Perfect for a black man.
Yeah, we pitched that originally as Captain Cold and they rejected it. So we'll just take it here, right? Great. Okay, cool. Can we also talk about Cutter and Tobias finally coming to blows?
So you knew it was gonna happen eventually. How he's snapping, and I think it was only so much Cutter could take. And when he choked,
he loves Tori more than her. So
which is, bruh, that's a real life woman that loves you.
Yeah, but that's some Game of Thrones shit.
Your sister hella dead. Yeah, what are you? Your sister hella dead. What are you, a Targaryen fan? I mean, not even
nice Lannister.
A Lannister or something, bro. Your sister dead, bro. Granted, they made her thick on the paint, but she dead. and the fact that Cutter was cool with the snapping. Yep. It wasn't until he grabbed her and pulled her up by her throat.
Oh yeah, she's like, you're not gonna lay hands on me.
Because she was finna cut. She was like, she pulled out that knife, and he was like, you gonna cut me? And she was like, no, but I'm out. Which I see the relevance there with that. Because we've heard of a lot of domestic violence situations. Yes. We see it a lot. And it comes from the one you supposedly love the most and care about you the most. And to watch her not want to go violent and just pull back. Because I think a couple of episodes ago, I was like, yo, Cutter's going to turn on him. Yeah. But it never happens.
I thought it was powerful to have her actually walk away, though. To have her not stick around.
That's the power I keep, yeah.
Or not be like, oh, but I'll do it for you. Or like, I'll stick around for this fight for you. Like, no, like she's done. Also because we have to have Lala in to shoot Tobias to no effect because he's... Is he telekinetic? Have I missed that for 30 episodes now?
Who's telekinetic?
Tobias?
Where did you get telekinetic from?
Well, because, he, like, Lala shoots Tobias, and he's fine, and then, like, Lala's, like, falling apart, and it was like, how much control does Tobias have in this situation?
Well, remember season 1, the devil deals the cards.
Yeah.
So we thought that was the only key words to control him mentally. But when he hit him with the E pluribus unum, I was like, oh, first of all, we pulling off money quotes? But he did that, and to see what it did to officially make him Tattoo Man. Yeah. And for him to call him that was great because it brought everybody.
All those little temporary tattoos that they glued to that poor actor's body. But it was cool because by the time Tobias has, like, reclaimed his power after the Cutter incident by taking down Lala, Jen flies in through the window in her full suit, which is so bright. She really looks like Bumblebee, and I'm cool with that. I love Bumblebee. Like, give me Karen and Mal Duncan any day.
I love the fact that she says, call me lightning.
Because in her conversation with Anissa that we alluded to earlier, they kind of throw around, like, what are you going to call yourself? Oh, Blackbird. I kind of like Blackbird. And you were like, they're not gonna call her Blackbird.
They're not gonna do that.
That's a Batman name.
And she was finna explode him until her father shows up.
And then they gotta take him down together.
Yeah, but then when he tried to run up on them, and they was like, please.
Yeah. But I thought it was great that they got to have this moment together. Even though, spoiler alert, Tobias isn't dead because I told you they weren't going to kill him.
They just put him in a secluded jail, the Pit.
Because Arkham Asylum. Because...
You think he's in Arkham?
No, but it's going to be there. It's that revolving door person.
Okay,
He'll be out next season to cause more shenanigans. But because, like we had talked about, because it was Jefferson's arc to take down Tobias and then Jennifer's arc to take down Tobias, so the fact that they had that moment of triumph together was cool.
And there were no explosions.
No.
It was done just well enough. Again, Tobias is strong. He clearly is bulletproof off this serum.
Yes, yeah.
Look, I've never taken steroids a day in my life. However, if you find me a steroid that makes me bulletproof as a black man in America...
Do you think it's Mirakuru?
Look.
It's whatever they gave Luke Cage, I guess.
They just gave him some abalone shells. And some salt water. And electricity. I'm not trying that. You'll fry my blood. But one of the greatest things happened after we see the Pierce family having their discussion together. Jefferson starts break down crying. and talks about how much he
Oh,
worries.
that's so sweet.
Because it's like, I worry about y'all. And it's just not even as worrying as the superheroes.
Yeah.
Just worrying about the way life is for his daughters. And I will say this. I got to give a shout out to Salim Akil because that's him. That's him saying. That's something from him to put in the script. Because he talks about how he's concerned for his children every day. How he's concerned for his daughters and his sons. And, you know, to see that and to watch the emotion Crest conveyed. Because Crest is an actual father. You know, he just had
and a tremendous actor.
He's a tremendous actor and a father. He just had a newborn like 8 months ago. And so to feel that emotion, like, yo, I love y'all. And this is what I, you know, and lend everybody together. And then Agent Odell walks in.
And basically creates the Avengers Initiative.
He was
we get
like
the Outsiders Initiative. For all intents and purposes, that's what happens.
He was like, look, how y'all doing? Good to see you. We're gonna do, look, I'm charging Black Lightning, Thunder, and whatever you call yourself.
I love that. That was so cute.
He's like, whatever you call yourself. He was like, and Jefferson tried to get mad. He's like, no, chill. So every time Jefferson tries to get mad, calm down.
Yeah.
And to tell them about what's happening, the bigger Markovian threat.
Yeah.
So that, again, we should have known this was coming the way they kept talking about Markovia.
And we didn't actually see any Markovians.
Well, we did. The shooters.
Blightcrawler.
Well, the shooters.
But we had no, like, major villain
who
represents
no.
Markovia's. Like, we didn't have Geoforce, we didn't have Terra, we didn't have the King and Queen, or anything like that.
The problem with that, I don't think we'll get Terra, because I think Terra's going to Titans. Mm-hmm. So Geoforce is a possibility.
God, I hate Geoforce.
I talked to some people.
So much, I hate Geoforce.
So just, here's a little insider thing, guys. Gotta keep it secret, okay? Geoforce is a strong possibility for season 3. Keep your fingers crossed.
No, don't. Sage that shit. I hate Geoforce.
But the best part of it all, Ash, came at the very, very end. When we see that Agent Odell in the warehouse bunker has 3 pods. In the first one,
of all the forgotten nuggets,
is Issa. Because we were like, what the hell happened to Issa?
Yeah, we talked about that.
He's in a pod. The second one is the weapon he's been wanting for the past 3 episodes. Wendy.
Love her.
And the third one, out of nowhere, is Khalil.
The only thing that would have made it better is if he had those dreadlocks back on. I would have died.
I want to say this. Jordan, bruh, yo, he gave out the most heartfelt, it's been great playing.
Oh, yeah.
It's been great being a part of this cast.
Also, Lamont.
Yeah, and Lamont. Like, yo, it's been great being a part of this cast. You know, thank you for everything. The fans are amazing. You're like, oh, damn, he gone. Wait a minute. I love the way they did it. Because now the Outsiders can be so much more.
And they earned it. And we had just come back around to really liking that character. Like, he had a big redemption. Him and Jen's romance felt genuine in a way that most teenage romance doesn't.
Yeah.
So, and I don't think they'll do it in the first episode because this is not The Flash. Whenever they see each other again, The Flash would have done it in the first 15 minutes of the next season.
The pod would have opened up, Jen been standing right there. You'd be like, wait, what?
She'd been like, Barry, I knew I was your lightning rod. Khalil, I've been here all along. Whenever they get their reconciliation, it's going to be epic.
And the fact that you're going to see, I guarantee the way whatever the ASA is doing, it's going to bring him back to life. Odell is going to try to make him one of his warriors. And he's going to be Painkiller, but stronger.
Yeah.
He's not going to have poison in his system, but he's still going to be able to shoot darts.
For sure.
And he's going to help Jefferson. And that's going to be an epic fight scene.
All right, Jay, let's tell everyone on a scale of 1 to 5 lightning bolts why this episode's getting a 5.
Because it wrapped up an epic season from beginning to end. The stories all worked. Everything that was left open, closed. Everything that left you a little bit open, set up to go into season 3. Everything that we got, we earned it. Nothing was given right away. You earned it in every single episode. So, of course, this is getting a 5 out of 5. Matter of fact, it gets a 10 out of 5. I know I'm making 10 happen.
Jay, if people are going to miss you here, if they want to support you, if they want to check out everything else that you're doing, where can they do that on the internet?
And Ashley's heart is this.
Jay's going to live right here.
But you can catch me on Twitter and Instagram at Mr. J Washington, MRJAY. You should know how to spell Washington by now. JAY Washington /80 on YouTube. And make sure you're still checking out the Mad Titan podcast. Shows may end, shows take summer breaks. I don't. all year, all the way around, getting you caught up with everything happening in the Marvel and DC live action universes. Guess what? It's barbershop talk for nerds, so it's not a recap. It's real cool, laid back. We have fun with it. You should become a part of it.
And while you're down in the comment section, don't forget to click that subscribe button. Support us directly on patreon.com/Jawiin. Come join us in the Hall of Justice. Be a super friend. Don't forget to sign up for Crisis Club. Our first episodes are already out. We have 8 more coming at you this year. And Jay will be back before too long, so don't get too sad.